Welcome to the G3 podcast. We're going to be talking about everything geeky and nerdy in between comic books, toys, video games, movies, you name it, we got it.
You're tuned in to the loudest, craziest, and most excited bunch of geeks and nerds on this side of the planet. You're about to dive into everything nerdy and geeky in between. This is the G3 Podcast. Gamers, geeks, and good times.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night, so you know what that means. Once again, it's G3 night. My name is Renecus Jr. I am joined once again by Captain Mike, Notch, Trickster, and General Tuna. What's up, boys? How is everyone here?
Yun!
How's that? I heard that you guys had a couple of really good episodes kasi wala ako.
Those
Mas
are the best episodes, man.
Oo. Ang ganda ng audio namin, ganda ng usapan.
Walang
Shoot up daw
naglalag,
yung
walang
viewership.
nag-DC, ganun. Perfect.
Well, your happy days are over.
Walang toxic. Ganun.
Wala lang.
Bad
Ayan,
vibes.
kasi toxicity is back. I am here. So everyone watching.
Wait. I just want to ask a question. You and Mike are in the same place, sharing the same internet connection, and why the hell are you still lagging?
Yeah, he makes a good point.
Why the hell are you
Well,
still lagging?
let's ask the tech guy, Mike. Why am I still lagging?
See, he's not
What
moving.
he's using is wireless.
Wait. Am I moving now?
Yes,
He's
you
supposed
are.
to be moving.
Yeah,
He's supposed to be moving. Pag hindi
That's
yan
basically
Ang
nag-move,
weird, mukha kang matangkat na lalaki.
Oh, first time I've ever heard that. So yun. But it's good. It's good to be back. Pasensya na sa tech. Baka may issue yung internet namin. I don't know. Let's ask
I doubt
Captain
that.
Mike. You
Or
doubt it?
baka kayo yung may
No.
issue.
Rene,
wala kami
the
issue ni
internet
Mike, ha?
has an issue with you.
The internet is a lie, everyone. It's not.
It's not real. Peke
No,
ito
it's
lahat.
not real. But I'm really happy to be back. It's really nice doing this again with you guys. So, kumusta? Konti update lang. How are you? I haven't spoken to you guys in like 2 weeks, 2 months. Ewan ko. Di ko na maalala. 1 month na akong hindi nagkakape. So, I fucking hate everything. So, how is everything? Let's start off with Jazz. Kumusta, Jazz? You're looking fine tonight.
Really like busy with work and Honkai Star Rail. So basically employee by day, gamer by night. Totally basically a god at both. So yeah.
Gusto kayo. I love the level of confidence.
Hindi pa naman ako tumatagos sa pader, so okay pa ako.
still good.
No one's asking me to like max out my characters in Honkai, but I'm still doing it. So yeah.
Okay, so from one video game god to the next. Chicks, kamusta? What's up? What's happening with the whole?
What's with the whole?
It's my own it's my own special hovel. Okay, so just to keep myself. I'm actually getting better
hole.
now. It's my special hole, okay? It's my hole.
Okay. And I'm glad na you decided to show off your hole to everyone.
Buti na lang, you want to share your hole talaga.
Yeah.
Sharing is caring.
And it's a good thing. Sharing
It's a
hole
good looking
is,
hole. It's a nice looking
Yeah.
hole, you know.
It's like, you know,
it
very
looks
clean.
comfortable.
Very clean, yeah.
Oh,
Very
no.
clean.
It looks like a nice place to hang out in your hole.
I don't know about that, but
Uh,
So other than that, I'm feeling slightly better, so I might be able to
Good,
go out.
Good.
So other than that, still gaming.
Okay. So
That's it.
from one hole to another. Notch goes
Iba yung hole ko eh. A hole lang talaga eh.
And Notch, I know you've been extremely busy. To those watching, you guys don't know this, but Notch has been doing a lot of heavy lifting for G3 the past few months.
Yes.
I'd like to take
I
this
hope
opportunity.
that's literal heavy
Ah.
lifting, man. Like,
Wala, guys, huwag kayo maniwala. Wala akong ginagawa. Wala akong kinakausap. It's just me playing Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild in preparation
Yan
for
tayo eh.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Everyone's so happy about that.
At launch day,
ayoko talaga ng flex culture, grabe.
Wala akong pakialam, Jazz. Wala akong pakialam sa'yo. Ano sinasabi mo dyan?
Yeah.
And also, of course, I'm very excited for our Japan trip. Malapit na siya next weekend. At maraming mangyayari next weekend, guys. Kaya mga abang
Ano, Gano'n kahaba na yung listahan ng mga pinapabili sa'yo ng mga tao?
Wag mo na tanongin. Hindi
Alam
mo nga
ko,
alam
PR.
kung paano ko pagkakashine natin.
Wag
Alam
mo
ko,
na
PRG pa lang.
Pa
Ano,
umaalis eh. Oh, shoutout sa PRG ah. Ito si Raymond, nandiyan sa comment. Nagpadala na ng picture yan. Mukhang
Nang
ready,
unang
ready.
bibili.
Hindi ko alam kung bakit ganito yung labi ko. Guys, walang
Ang pula,
filter yan.
no, guys? Ang
It's
pula
just
ng
very
labi niya.
kissable tonight.
It's a kissable. It's very
It's
kissable.
just very kissable tonight. I'm not sure why.
It, ano,
Pero you know.
His lips belong
how it
on the
is.
hole.
The glow, Gino. Like, gonna go glow yung ano.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's how life is, guys. Eh.
Oh well.
Nag-lip gloss
Your
siya.
life, let's talk to someone that has had a lot of life experiences. Captain Mike, kumusta?
We're good.
Mm.
Siyempre, thank you kay Rene for trusting me in staying here.
Should I not?
Hindi kasi mas siyempre na-appreciate mo na
Tanda mo.
to do
Hindi ka sigurado dyan.
Was there an underwear situation?
Wala.
Rene?
Ah,
Wala. Okay.
But
I can confidently say wala siyang brief ngayon.
wait, wala kang nakitang ano. Ayusin mo yung pagsabi mo.
Wala ko nakitang brief.
Ah.
Ganun kainit daw.
Ganun pa rin eh. Ganun pa rin. Wala kang nakitang brief. Ganun pa rin siya. Ganun pa rin yung meaning.
Mike has had a misadventure this morning.
So,
tell us a story
ako
real
now.
quick. Yeah.
Summarize it.
Summarize it in 1 minute.
Ay, pumunta ako kay Jazz para sundin namin yung sister niya. Tapos nung bumaba ako, just for a brief moment na nakapatay yung sasakyan, pagsakay namin, nawalan ng, hindi na nag-start. So we were having difficulty. Saya, talagang dumating kami doon sa point na nagpaano kami sa Motolite. Shout out Motolite, baka naman.
Motolite baka naman.
They were so
Medyo weird pag
fast.
na-sponsor tayo ng Motolite. Pero let's go! Kailangan ko rin sa
Oo.
kotse ko yan.
Tapos ano yun, bumunta sila kagad, nag-start na sasakyan, tapos
Bilis, mabilis silang nakapunta.
very fast.
Galing talaga ng Motolite.
Thank you.
Ito talaga ang Motolite. Parang teleport. Nakabuo na talaga sila ng teleportation device.
Gamit battery.
Gamit ang battery.
Pangbatagalan. But I assume na everything went well since nandito kayong dalawa ngayon sa episode.
Yeah.
Ang bait talaga ni Mike, no? Parang, helped you out.
Kala mo lang yan.
Kanina.
Ba't kami ganyan, ha?
Candy
Di ba
Patty.
nagro-road rage yan?
Yung Candy Patty, yun yung edible, no?
Oh. Pero isipin mo na lang, kunyari suot ng lady friend mo yung candy panty, tapos bigla siyang nilanggam.
Gano'ng matagal yung suot yun?
The whole day. Gano'n.
Siyempre dapat na whole day kasi panty yun. Sayang naman yun. Ano yun, isang bagayan, tapos kainin mo lang agad. Siyempre kailangan may maximize.
Tapos magko-commute lang siya, no? Nag-MRT siya, suot yun.
Oo. Tapos natae.
Oh my God.
Walang bidet, tissue lang. Pero
Okay.
syempre, tonight is going to be a special night kasi may
Wonderful
candy panties tayo.
Ah.
pero to, just to clear out lang, speaking of horrible experience, para lang matanggal ko yung umay na yun,
Oo.
Rene also had his story.
Alin?
Yung lumilipad, yung nasusunog na lumilipad.
Hindi. I mean, it didn't happen recently. Nakwento ko lang.
That's not as
Tristan,
disgusting as what he said, though.
yung pero we were talking about insects kasi last night. I talked about an experience with a friend of mine. Bata pa kami nito. Tunog niya yung ipis. And yung ipis, lumipad towards us. So, doon namin determine na the only thing worse than a flying ipis is flaming flying ipis. So, don't do that. Never set fire to insects. But,
Did he say, flame on?
hindi.
Kasi that's going to be different. Medyo iba yun para sa akin.
Oo.
Parang I'll be in awe.
Oo. But yeah, so hindi nagsalita yung ipis kasi that would be weird. But like Notch mentioned tungkol sa candy panties, it is going to be a special night tonight. Yes. Definitely. It's a special night because not because of candy panties, but we're talking about something that I personally like. We're going to have one of my favorite people on the show.
Let's go!
Talking about,
Excited.
But before all of that, as usual, we start things off by saying hi to our viewers. So, Kap, it's Vic. Are you ready?
Yes, we are
Let's
ready,
do
dear
it.
sir. So,
1 minute, batian portion with Captain Mike.
So, eto na nga po
Babati.
tayo. Babatian portion tayo dito. Start lang tayo dito sa taas. Dito kagad tayo kay Jansen
Kailangan
Imperial.
mag-start
Sabi
ka sa
niya,
baba.
Sup. Oo, kailangan start tayo sa taas. Jansen Imperial sabi niya, Sup. Siyempre,
up,
si Stanley
Jansen?
sabi niya, Friday is Friday. Don't forget to like, follow our page for podcast, gaming news, and geeky nerdy stuff. Siyempre, nandiyan na nga si Papa Raymond, pumuso ka agad. Si Joseph. Joseph Bisa, hello. Stanley, hello mga sir. Sabi ni Raymond dito, shoutout kay Captain Mike. Thanks for the help, brother. Shoutout din daw kay Brother Chino for supporting.
Supporting.
Ano man
Supporting
yun.
what?
Sige. Aaron TV
Support
says,
lang
good
tayo
evening,
dito.
everyone. Love you. Sabi nga dito ni Nons. May Mama Lexi. Sabi ni Tidus, pogi niyo naman po. Sabi rin ni
course.
Joseph, shoutout po sa
Julian,
TWC
Star Wars.
Streams, The Walled City, check them out. Tapos ito na, sabi ni Raymond Tito Jeff, yung candy,
Yan,
ano
si
nga
Jeff
daw.
talaga, kadiri talaga yan.
Sabi ni Will,
Judgment.
good evening G3, happy podcast. And dahil nga sabi nga kadiri, sabi ni Lea, yak. Saka sabi ni Rap Benson, good evening.
Hey, Rap.
What's up? Good
And
evening.
that is your batian portion for tonight.
Parang,
Thank you for hanging out with us.
I like that you're more relaxed. You're so relaxed to the point na hindi ka na nag-timer this time.
Yeah, I forgot.
So,
There was
He's
a time I was
confident.
just off screen. It was just off
He's
screen.
so confident. Man, wala siyang timer.
Konti lang eh.
confident.
Di ako sanay. Di ako sanay.
No. Gusto niyo ba ulitin niya na may timer? I think.
No.
Na. Nagtinginan pa tayo lahat, di
Gagawin
ba?
niya yan.
Ulitin natin off-stream.
Yan, eh. Off-stream. Yun. But thank you, Captain Mike. Nice work. As always. And again, hi to everyone. If you guys are wondering pala where we'll be in the next few weeks for this month, I think you'll be in such a treat because we will be talking about where we will be. Chino,
Go!
Where will we be in the next few weekends?
Grabe mga kaibigan, I'll be in Japan this weekend.
Hindi kayo pwede
Bago
sumama.
po,
Hindi
Hindi
kayo
pwede
sumama.
sumama. Pero bago malis, of course, big events are happening next weekend. Of course, this May ay UnboxCon 2023. Of course, one of the biggest collectible expos in the Philippines. Expect plenty of exclusive drops, mga fresh apparels, mga ganyan. And of course, rare collectibles from local artists like Carlo Cacho, aka Wetworks, kung kilala niyo yun. And of course, ang ating kaibigan si Harem X Customs, si Harem Rempilio. Definitely, there's going to be a lot of guests too. DJ Big Boy Cheng, of course. industrial designer and sneaker enthusiast, Seth Fowler, isa sa mga biggest hottest names sa YouTube. And, of course, it won't be unboxed without Carlo Ople himself. And of course, katabi lang ng Unbox Con, meron tayong Manila Game Fest, one of the biggest tabletop gaming expos in the Philippines. Sobrang excited kami dito because grabe ang mga papemno dito, guys. Isipin mo, you can join the 100K Magic the Gathering
100K?
tournament. 100K Magic the Gathering
100K.
tournament in Pioneer Forest. 100K Magic the Gathering
100K.
tournament. 100K Magic the Gathering tournament in Pioneer format, or you can actually join the Flesh and Blood tournament, and get a chance to win a very cool 30,000 pesos and of course packs. Both tournaments are only 1,200 pesos for entry. Napakamura pero big chances of winning. Grabe talaga. And of course, if you want to, you can actually experience tabletop gaming like never before with oversized versions of Catan and Azul. Basta ticket holder kayo, you get 1 hour of playing time. Katulad nga ng joke namin dito, yung
1
playing
hour of
time na yun,
Holy shit.
isang farm lang yun. Palay pa lang. Pero at least you can experience big things, literally. Or, maybe you can bring out your creative self and join the miniature painting contest for Marvel Crisis Protocol, Dungeons and Dragons, and of course, Warhammer 40,000, and compete with other painters, such as, alam ko, painter ang ating guest Magaling na painter
Yeah.
to. Pero, you compete with other painters for glory and, prizes. Maraming prizes yan. But wait, dalawa na yung nabanggit ko. May isa pa tayong event. Guys, lahat yan pupuntahan
Oh my
natin.
God.
May isa pa tayong event. Tatlo yung event natin. So weekend na to at lahat yan ay i-cover natin, mga kaibigan. It is the FanFest Circuit 2023.
God.
It's going to be returning this year.
Yes, sir.
Sa May 2021 at the Activity Center and beyond sa Circuit Makati. Madali lang yan. Sa may Santa Ana lang yan, mga kaibigan. No? Plus, it's going to be bigger than ever, kasi it's going to expand and include areas outside of the activity center and more of the features you always want or congoers have always wanted. Let me just break it down, no? Meron tayong photographer area, which is normal, di ba? Meron tayong cosplayers rest area. Uy, meron na tayong cosplayers rest area. Guys, rest area lang ha. Rest. Nothing else.
Pahinga kayo.
Pahinga lang, guys. Walang patungan.
Walang action.
Walang patungan. Of course, meron tayong a parade. We have a parade of one of the best cosplayers, of course, in the country. Meron tayong Circuit Solo Cosplay Catwalk. Meron tayong cosplay auction. And of course, kung para hindi kayo mapagod, meron tayong baggage counter. For those na maraming dala, of course, may cosplays kayo, lagay nyo sa baggage counter para maging safe siya. And you're free to roam without any baggage. Again, cosplayers rest area. Rest lang, mga kaibigan.
Or
And-
you can also put your merch there. If you want to buy
Agree.
more merch, put it in the package.
totally
counter
agree.
And continue.
Actually, yun ang gagawin ni Jazz. Buy merch, put it there, buy more merch. And of course, ito lang guys I'm just going to mention, of course, FanFest, may kasamang celebration yan kasi it's going to be Nike's
Yes, it's my
Nike's
favorite
half anniversary.
portion. Yes,
Half anniversary.
Nika's
And
half anniversary. Let's go.
They actually have a special area for everyone because you can actually experience the first ever Nika made cafe and celebrate Nika's half anniversary.
Oh, I love to be there. Oh, I feel
FanFest
bad for
2023.
Rene. Rene could have wanted to be there, being served by
Ulitin ko lang guys meron tayong cosplayers rest area na pahinga lang at meron tayong Nika made cafe na cafe lang siya guys.
Oh, cafe lang. Wala rin patungan.
Cafe lang. Wala po
Isipin mo,
tayong
sa
aquarium.
servan ka ng pagkain, di ba? Sa serve ng pagkain sa'yo si Marian. Oh my God.
Marian Rivera. Of course,
Oh, that's
guys,
way better.
yung Nikkei Maid Cafe, it's for reservations. So you can actually book your reservations dun sa post namin sa G3, or you can just go ahead dun sa Nikkei Facebook page and get booked there. Or you can also gain more info on the Nikkei Maid Cafe dun din sa page namin sa G3 and the Nikkei Facebook page. And of course, Razer Gold Facebook page as well. Last na. Rene, promise, last na to. Alam ko marami.
Gusto ko malaman kung hanggang ano oras yung Maid Cafe.
doon makikita sa information link nila. And of course, syempre guys, sinabi nga namin na we're going to be announcing a giveaway. Kaya for this giveaway, this announcement, mamimigay po kami ng not one, not two, but three passes.
Whoa!
Wait, di pa tapos. Meron pa. 3 passes for UnboxCon and Manila Game Fest. Of course, that covers day 1 and day 2. Guys, mabilis lang to. Manila Game Fest, this pass includes miniature painting contest vote. Pwede ka mag-vote. Miniature painting contest vote, individual and group yun ha. You get 1 hour free play sa board game, sa Catan and Azul. And of course, meron tayong ticket number dito kasi may raffle, not sure. Tignan natin doon. Now, for the UnboxCon, there are 3 types of tickets na nakita ko. One is silver, one is gold, and one is the VIP. No? Of course, doon lang tayo sa medyo middle ground. Meron tayong UnboxCon 2023 Gold Day Pass.
Yeah.
Meron tayong Gold Day Pass, which includes a raffle ticket. Merong Carlo Oples Book 1 and Book 2 nakasama dito also.
Pwede na.
So, pwede na. Read up on the UnboxCon Gold Day Pass. And again, go to Manila Game Fest and check out all their posts and read up on the information on how to join the tournaments. And, there's actually a demo area para sa mga gustong matuto maglaro. So, guys, we will announce the mechanics real soon. Pero yun, that's our giveaways. That's it.
Parang umaangat na talaga yung G3 Ang dami na nating giveaways.
Iba yung giveaways natin. Iba.
So, yun. Dati, ang giveaways lang namin, shout out lang. But now, we have...
diba?
But yeah, again, of course, just stay tuned to any of our posts for the details on how to get those free tickets. Also, keep in mind that we will be in both events. We actually have a booth sa Manila Game
Not
Fest.
both events, all 3 events.
So we're there. So just if you guys want to hang out with us, do a few interviews, just talk for a bit, shoot the shit. Feel free, just approach us. Nakita nyo naman yung mga mukha namin. Hindi naman kami madaling makalimutan.
Hindi na natakot sa inyo. Pero tama. Just to mention, we have a booth sa Manila Game Fest. Kaya kita-kits tayo doon, mga kaibigan. We're near the stage area.
And I'm particularly psyched for Manila Game Fest because pa-shout out nga rin. Yun ang giveaway. Paano ba mag-shout out? Tanong natin kay Jazz. Jazz, ikaw ang madalas nag-shout out. What's the best way to give a shout out? Kay Len.
Kasi it would be too rude if I shout her out.
No, you have to teach me.
Shout out.
Teach me how.
Teach me, all right. So basically, how to shout out is
shout
out sa'yo, then the name of the person.
Grabe. There's a science behind it kasi talaga. Try mo.
Ganun, try.
Okay.
Take one.
Shout out sa'yo. Ay, sorry. Okay, take one. One more. Shout out sa'yo, Len Galayo, and this...
Wait, teka lang. Parang kulang sa energy. Dapat may... Shout out sa'yo! Ganon.
Lalabas ko
you know paano gagawin yung let's go ko? Ganon yung energy.
Pero ingatan mo puso mo.
You have to flex your muscles.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Shout out sa'yo, Len Galayo! Yeah! Historical episode. First shout out I've ever given.
Nice.
Very nice, very
Wala,
nice.
walang nagko-compare.
May space for improvement, pero very good. Very good.
Para first try, thank you. I like it. Practicein natin.
It would like it a little bit better kung hindi naglalag yung internet mo, kung hindi naglalag
Agree.
yung camera mo. But it's fine. It's okay. It like, if I
Every
rate
time-
I'd rate it like an 80 out of 100.
Pwede na, passing na in most schools.
Most schools.
Mukha naman pumasa doon sa nanonood eh. Oh, yeah.
Yon, thank you, Len. But as I was saying, I'm very psyched for Manila Game Fest, particularly because of that, yung demo area. Because as you guys know, I'm very into tabletop games. I'm always discovering new games. I like learning how to play games. And that is actually our topic for tonight. As you guys know, we at G3, we explore a lot of geek avenues, and gaming is the biggest one. And tabletop gaming is obviously one of them. So I'd like to ask, I mean, it's well established I'm a tabletop guy, but I want to go around the panel here. Let's start with Trix. Trix, tell us about your tabletop experiences. What games do you like? What got you into it? Are you playing anything right now? Talk to us about tabletop.
Well, my first
Opa
tabletop
ko yan,
experience, like most kids in the Philippines, my first tabletop was gotta be the classic Snakes and Ladders as usual, And after that, my brother would introduce me to the more complex side of things in the form of Magic the Gathering. And boy, was that an experience. I can't make a deck of my own, but I can play certain decks, like pre-made decks. Unfortunately, mill decks are not are banned nowadays, so I can't play for the moment. And after that, we go into other avenues of tabletop. D&D, of course, I discovered on my own throughout the years. And I've started playing other types of tabletop games, from mostly card games, but I am also open to the more weirder side of things like Jenga and what was that? What was that one with the rats? I forgot the contraptions.
Ninja Turtles.
Mousetrap. It's like Mousetrap.
Yeah, Mousetrap. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That was fun. Yeah. So that's basically my experience.
I like your answer because your answer actually encapsulates what tabletop is. So if anyone here that's watching is not familiar with tabletop, it's a literal term. Anything that you play on top of the table, that's a tabletop game. So Trix mentioned Dungeons and Dragons is a tabletop RPG. Magic the Gathering, which is a card game. Other board games like Jenga and Mousetrap, Umami Effects. Basically, everything you play on top of the table, that's a tabletop game. So with that, Jazz, what about you? What's your exposure to tabletop games?
First things first. Me and my family would love to play Monopoly. Like we have a Monopoly board at home, pero ngayon hindi nata kompleto yung Monopoly board namin. But we play a lot of Monopoly. And as
Beses kayo nag-away.
Man, most of the time actually. Monopoly, we play Uno. And then kapag alam mo yung pag nasa bukid ka, 'di ba? Kapag may burol, Tong Its. Tong Its, 'di ba? Lucky Nine.
Ano yung
all that
isa
stuff.
yung may specialized cards? Sakla?
Tarot cards.
Pero parang tarot cards na yun, yung sakla.
Parang
They have
specialist eh.
Yeah. But yeah, okay.
Basta Tong Its, gano'n, Lucky Nine and all that stuff. And basically, when I got to explore around, I was really into D&D. I've always been a half elf bard. Magic the Gathering, I always use a red-green deck. And then I would I would really love to explore more tabletop games. Like what's this? I think is it Spyfall? I've played a
Spyfall.
few games of Spyfall, Coup, you know the game Coup, yeah. Play that as well with a few of my esports friends. And yeah, I mean, we're wishing to like play like games like these. I don't even know what these are. And then papakita sa screen, like those are houses, rocket ships, and all that shit. So yeah,
I think so. What about you, Notch? Notch and I actually hung out at Bacon. We all talked about board games for a bit. So tell us, what is your background or exposure to tabletop?
Ako, I'm very light lang talaga. Pero I did play a lot of Magic the Gathering nung high school. As in talagang tinatago ko yung deck ko kasi bawal nga siya sa school eh. Dahil gambling daw. Hindi ba nila alam? Walang gambling doon. Kung gusto mo may gambling.
You uncultured swines. Cultured, uneducated, uninformed.
There is a form of gambling there.
Walang gambling doon, pero if you join the
pera,
tournament, you have a chance to win 100,000. But
pero I mean, I've dabbled with Magic the Gathering. Medyo matagal-tagal ako nakapag-Magic. I created a lot of decks that I've used. May mga Weenie decks, if you still remember those. Goblins. My favorite one, and actually pinakamatagal kong ginamit was my Shadow deck. It was a black Shadow deck, no. Tapos I had a lot of binders with different rarities like may Sengir Vampire. Sobrang lumang cards na.
yeah.
Tapos meron ako doon, may Black Lotus ako doon. Pero wag kayong kasi peke yung Black Lotus na yun. Yung mga ganun ba? So, I mean, I played a lot. Pero after high school, I actually lost not probably interest, pero baka nawalan lang din ako ng kalaro and cards. Kasi I basically sold almost all of my cards. May mga ilan-ilan na lang ako sa bahay. No? So, and of course, aside from Magic the Gathering, yung usual naman na card games like, Pusoy Dos, Tong Its, and the board games like Monopoly and all that. Pero, you mentioned Bacon, and looking at all these wonderful board games, lahat iba-iba, no, alam ni BJ to, alam niyo naman to na I've always been wanting to go back to Magic the Gathering also. Parang ang hirap lang pag-aralan lahat kasi there's a lot of metas and there's a lot of things to learn. Pero aside from Magic the Gathering, I'd really love to play some Dungeons and Dragons. We played once at sinira ni Rene yung experience natin, di ba, Trickster? Di ba, Josh? Sinira ni Rene yung experience natin as a first-time player of Dungeons and Dragons. And gusto ko maglaro ulit and I don't really want to play with him anymore.
Okay lang. Pwede kayo maglaro without me. Para lang sure na buhay kayong lahat at by the end of it. Dahil yun naman yung gusto nyo lang ibalik-balik. Let's talk to the guy that I killed in that one Dungeons and Dragons game. Captain Mike.
Alam ko yung sa kanya. Royal Game of Ur.
Yan.
Ano nilalaro nyo ng Ancient Egypt?
Yan, hindi. So, share ko yung short experience ko nun sa page ko. Na-expose ako sa tabletop games nung panahon na madalas ang blackout sa Manila. So, 8 hours a day, mula umaga, so wala kang ginagawa, di ba? Tapos summer vacation. So, easy.
Pero wala pa namang kuryente nung bata ka, di ba?
Blackout lang ang tawag nyo doon.
Meron na. Tapos, I got exposed to chess, dominoes, Monopoly, Visionary, and then Scrabble. Diba? So, hindi naman ako magaling dun sa mga games na yun. Pero,
yung chess tsaka dominoes, ay kita kita sa luneta, naglalaro kasama yung mga kaedad mo.
Hindi, overly. Balik ka rin yung exposure ko. Siyempre, pag may mga tito ka na gusto maglaro ng chess o kaya dominoes, di ba? Meron, dumating pa nga dun sa point na yung mga tito ko nun was so bored na nung nagiinuman sila nung paggabi na, talagang tinawag nila kami para lang maglaro ng dominoes. Ganon. So, it was a form of bonding more than anything. So, yun yung mga exposure ko na. Tapos, I was invited to play yung mga more complex games na, si Trixter yun. Mga more complex games na noon, later on, tapos na-introduce din ako sa isang cafe, nagulat ako noon, there was a board game cafe.
Oh yeah, there was.
In Makati.
We were the rage.
Yun yung parang sabi ko, it's such a thing, naging complex na yung mga ano nun. So, tapos ito nga, itong last year, kasi it's May na ngayon, last year, another exposure na naman to another tabletop game, plataforma. Siyempre. Tapos doon talaga ako natuwa na parang, wow, it was, unlike lang nung set na yun, pero it's an amazing.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you mentioned plataforma because you keep telling me that story, and I know that it's one of G3's more fond memories. And with that, we actually have someone that was involved with you guys in the development and actually experiencing that game. And that is actually our special guest for tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is our spotlight for tonight.
Let's go!
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest. Oh my, let's go. Our guest for tonight, the one and the only, the iconic, the legendary, Freddy Tan. Welcome, sir.
Welcome!
Okay, good evening, guys. I've never been introduced like that before. Para akong
Parang wrestling, di ba?
Oo nga, parang wrestling eh. Dapat may entrance music.
Ganun ako mag-host pag nag-i-introduce ako. Each adjective, 500 pesos. So, dadagdagan.
Kulang yung bayad.
Kamusta, sir? We're really happy to have you here. Again, there's very few people in the country that we would invite to discuss this. Because when it comes to tabletop, you are probably among the top of mind when it comes to topics like this. So, welcome. So, kamusta? What's new with Freddy Tan?
Thank you for guesting me tonight. What's new? Yun nga, nasabi nyo na. Next weekend, not this weekend, next weekend will be Manila Game Fest. So, we're preparing for that. We're partnered with the Unbox, who is the main organizer for the whole thing. And then Game Fest is going to be part of that whole big event at SMX 2 weekends from now. So it's going to be on May 20 and May 21. Yun. So yun yung what's up.
So this is this is you guys collaborating with Unbox. And when I say you guys, that's Ludus, correct?
Yes, that's right. Ludus.
So we'd like to know what Ludus is. To people who know, because a lot of my friends know you as the Neutral Grounds guy.
Yeah.
But they might not be aware of what Ludus is. So tell us what Ludus does.
Ludus was founded in around 2015, and it's a distribution company. So it's working in the backgrounds mostly. So hindi ito yung front-facing na company. So Ludus primarily works with retailers and publishers. So pag retailer ka, you contact Ludus to get products to sell. If you're a tabletop, you want to open a tabletop game store, look for Ludus, and we can supply you with board games, card games, miniature games, and accessories that you need for your store. Also, more recently, we've started publishing games made by Filipino designers. So that's basically what Ludus is. So hindi siya, if you're a player, you might not have direct contact with us, but we probably work with your local game store.
So sa mga nanonood, if you recently purchased the game, that was made possible by Ludus, most likely.
Yes, sir.
So say thank you. Go to the comments and
Thank you na.
Oh, thank this man.
Papasalamat dun sa mga gamers and players.
Now this is a surprise question that I have prepared. You have been hanging out with
Dito
G3 a
yan,
lot.
dito. Surprise ka.
Hindi. Dito lang live. Alam ko, ano yan, off topic. You've been quote-unquote working with G3 for quite some time now, in a sense that you've played games with them.
Mm-hmm.
So, most predominantly was the Plataforma video.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How was the experience playing tabletop games with these guys? I believe it was not in Captain Mike and DJ.
Actually, it's pretty enjoyable. Alam mo yung...
Let's see not nakita yung video.
It's always good to play games with people with yung sense of humor nila is maganda and ka-wavelength mo. Kaya pagka ganun yung mga kalaro mo, mabilis, walang napipikon. Right, or kung may napipikon, magaling magtago. Napipikon.
Di ba sino?
Just to add on to what Sir Freddy said, no? Grabe kasi yung plataforma na laro namin na yun. As in talagang, minsan hindi mo na, nagugulat ka na lang na may sinasabi. Actually, si Sir Freddy may sinabi eh. Hindi niya love life, pero may bilanggit siyang love life doon. Grabe talaga. Kaya it's a great game to play with family and friends. And you know, if you're a little more aware of the political issues that we have, okay yon. Pero you know, if you're also aware of some of the funny memes and all that, okay, sobrang okay siya. Kaya I played it with my family and dito sa office, sa yung may-ari ng kumpanya, kalaro ko sa plataforma. Sobrang nakakatawa lang.
Gusto ko din kasi pinapanood kayo playing games. Kasi especially si Chino and si BJ, you guys get really passionate. Naman kayo nag-aaway. Yeah, it's always fun. I mean, that's one of the strengths of tabletop gaming, right? Like it brings people together. I actually play some solo games. There are certain board games that you can play on your own, but it's always great to play with a group. Especially a group. Yeah. But with that, I asked everyone here earlier, ikaw naman, sir, what got you started into tabletop? Sir Fred.
Me?
Yeah.
What got me started? I think like pretty much some of the things you've said. I started playing tabletop games nung bata ako, and nung time na yon, pretty much ang meron lang kami was Monopoly, tapos yung mga mabuhay games like Millionaires games, and may mga iba pa silang mga games na weird. Tapos ang nangyari sa akin doon nung time na yon, medyo nabobora ko dun sa mga ibang rules nila. So I made up rules and then expanded on the rules, tas ginamit ko yung components nila until umabot sa point na hindi na pareho yung nilalaro namin.
How does it start?
Na-disrupt, no?
So
may naalala ka bang specific rule?
The components ng mga mabuhay games na meron kami. Tapos I was playing tau-tauhan. If you remember those small plastic soldiers.
Yeah.
Right.
And we also came up with our own rules. So hindi lang kami parang ganun lang. So we came up with our own rules. So we made our games more complicated than necessary. Tapos yung mga games namin umaabot ng several days na iniiwan namin, tapos sabihin na, walang maglilinis dito bawal maglinis sa kwarto ng dalawa. Tuloy namin bukas yan.
I understand.
Paano yung rules dito sa mga tao-tawa, yung mga toy soldiers? May mga rules of engagement ba?
Rules of mga ganyan. Engagement. Geneva Convention. War crimes.
No,
may mga
pagka may peace
may So marami kaming mga inimbentong gano'n nung bata kami. So medyo complicated kami maglaro na umaabot ng linggo yung mga laro namin. So even then may inclination na akong mag-imbento ng laro, I guess. Tapos and then eventually I got introduced to Dungeons and Dragons. nung time na yon, ang nabibilhan lang namin ng Dungeons and Dragons was sa Nova Fontana, and then medyo kulang-kulang yung meron sila eh. So hindi makumpleto. So saka nung time na yon, nung panahon ko, I'll date myself, uso pa yung Satanic Panic about Dungeons and Dragons. So I was just lucky that my parents were more open-minded. And when they asked me kung, oy, totoo bang Satanic yan nilalaro mo? Sabi ko, hindi naman ako naging, di ba? Ganun pa rin naman ako. Mabait pa rin naman ako.
Wow.
Kung nanay ko yun, lagot ako, palo ako sa puwet. Kung nanay ko yun.
Sakripisyo lang ako naman, okay lang to.
So they didn't see me sacrificing weekends and whatever naman eh. So they let me be. So yun. So yun yung earliest ko with the tabletop.
Nag-ano ka rin ba? Nag-DM ka rin ba?
Actually, nung time na yun, ako yung DM kasi
I feel as if parang mahirap kang DM eh. Pili ko papahirapan mo yung party.
Medyo lagi may maraming conflict dun sa namin eh. sa group namin dahil sila mismo nag-aaway.
I mean, is it safe to assume na as someone who likes to invent rules or create games, na you'd prefer na DM ka over a player? Over being a player?
I wouldn't say I'd prefer. Parang nangyari lang, ako yung default kasi ako yung mahilig magbasa. So,
kasi nahaba ng mga
TLDR, guys. TLDR.
So, I think yun yung nangyari. But I'm perfectly happy also being the player. Pero nung at that time, I guess dahil nga ako yung nagbabasa ng rules. And yun. So, ako yung naging default na DM.
What do you feel about players that, due to circumstances that are completely understandable, have to kill another player during a game?
Hindi. Nangyayari talaga yan sa even in my campaigns. It really happens. Depende
Even sa first time, Sir Freddy, first time ng lahat, na nag-e-enjoy lang.
Hindi siguro. Usually, pag-develop mo ng konti yung storyline kung bakit nangyari.
Pero wala pang storyline eh. Unang talaga.
Unang lapag pa lang yun eh.
Unang kalaban.
Unang lapag, he kills.
Unang kalaban.
So, alam ko paano kayo umabot sa ganun eh.
Okay, sige. Since we have the expert here, quick rundown. Mike's character got mortally wounded. My character, being a nice guy, decided to put him out of his misery kasi nagsasuffer siya.
You had a cleric with you! I save him!
May support ka po.
I was there, right in front of him.
But there were people na may heal that chose not to heal him.
Wag ka nga pala desisyon. Wala mo, hindi mo alam. Hindi mo alam.
Sinabi nila outright, I'm not going to heal him.
Malay mo may strategy yun. Siyempre, nandun si Paul Gabat eh. Alam mo naman yung mga DMs, minsan may surprise yan. Hindi natin mapasabi yun.
We already lost one.
Okay, so now knowing that it was Paul Gabat
Mercy killing.
DMing your campaign.
Yes. Kaawa siya.
I'm assuming walang kinalaman yung storyline ng DM dun sa nangyari.
Wala. And
talaga.
so lang, nag-sorry kami kay Sir Paul. Sir Paul, pasensya na.
Ito
Alam
yung
namin
classic
na.
situation na yung may gustong direksyon yung DM pero talagang dinederail players.
Dinederail nung isang player.
Toxic yung isa.
To be fair, and again, to much deserved props to Sir Paul Gabat.
Oh, yes.
He did do something na after Mike's character died, he reincarnated him as a more powerful creature, which is a very, very good
Na naging kalaban.
We could have prevented that.
But still.
Pero yun yung magandang
Ayun pala
karagdagan
yun,
ko.
may foreshadowing na talagang magiging kalaban.
Ang galing lang ni Paul Gabat. Grabe.
Nung pagkabig na
Tama lang na pinatay si Mike. Kasi,
Tama lang.
So ngayon, parang lumalabas sa tama yung storya na yun.
Yeah.
Oo.
Pero at the back of Paul's mind, he was like saying, paano ko kaya ibabalik to sa sa landas?
Nabasa
Ganun
ko,
yung nangyari.
Okay, he should.
Yeah, diyan mo
One of
makikita
the-
yung mga magagaling na DM eh. No, maski na paminsan deliberately diniderail
Right.
ng players, mababalik niya or he'll make it part of the storyline na talagang wow, that parang wow, talaga intended pala yun. Yeah,
Oo,
that's galing.
ganun.
Mga ano.
Na-control niya yung narrative.
Pero let's
Like,
not
may mga
justify
nuisance
yung
player.
ginawa ni Rene. Yun lang. Huwag natin i-justify yun. Yun lang.
It all worked out in the end. Like, I guess.
No, it did not. Naging kalaban si Mike at wala tayong puwersa para talunin siya.
I guess yun, it all boils down to your political views on euthanasia.
And I am pro, obviously. You know what happened? But I mean,
I am also pro-profit. Like if we had more people, the higher chances are
Tapos ang doon was, siguro siya. It lasted for like an hour and a half na yun lang yung naging ending.
Well, it was a quick game.
Yeah, it was a quick game,
designed
pero
to be one of those 1 hour sets.
pag iniisip ko siya na parang nabitin, parang Paul was able to manage it na parang abangan ng susunod na kabanata. So we ended up parang gusto namin i-continue.
So, excited kami to find out kung paano naman mamamatay si Mike the next game. But, Sir Freddy, do you still play D&D?
Unfortunately, not anymore. Primarily because playing D&D entails a committed group na tuloy-tuloy, and I don't have the luxury of playing a long campaign na may regular schedule. And that's really the best way to play Dungeons and Dragons. I played one-shots recently, pero yun nga, it's just a one-shot pero hindi mo siya itutuloy. But the real D&D, na if you really want to get into it, you have to have a dedicated group na lagi kayo nagkikita na on a regular basis para maituloy ninyo yung storya. Kasi it's Dungeons and Dragons is it's basically a story that's being told by a group of people na na sabay-sabay yung ginagawa yung istorya. So pagka may kulang-kulang kayo sa bawat meeting ninyo, hindi nyo mabubuo ng tama yung istorya. So that's why the games I play generally ngayon are yung kaya kong laruin and matatapos siya within like a set span of time. And then I can play it with another group of players next time na may time ako maglaro.
Well, with that, what are the games that you're playing right now?
I play a lot of miniatures games. So recently, I'm really into Marvel Crisis Protocol, which is miniatures ng superheroes. So you play as the Avengers or the Hydra or whatever team. And then you play against another player who chooses another team. So another game I play na miniatures based din is Warcry. It's based in Age of Sigmar Warhammer Fantasy. So it's a skirmish game. Mas mabilis siyang malaro. While game of Age of Sigmar would take an hour and a half to 2. Warcry would take 30 minutes or less. So I play a lot of that kasi nga mas mabilis yung ikot eh. So you get to play more with more people. I've also played Flesh and Blood TCG recently. I've gotten into it, and of course I still play Magic the Gathering and the occasional board game like recently Azul, and of course I play a lot of demo games of the games we carry, most especially the ones made by Filipino designers. Nung Bacon nga, tinanong ako, ano ba yung nilaro mo? Yung mga games na dinidemo ko, puro demo yung laro ko. So, yun yung mga larong madalas kong laruin recently.
When it comes to you've been playing games tabletop specifically for a very long time. You've obviously ran a shop that supplies games for decades now. Sorry if I'm dating you, but as someone from your perspective, what can you say about like the tabletop community? Ano yung nakita mo na yung roots niya, and what can you say about the growth na it's been having over the years?
Mhm. Well, tabletop in the Philippines is nothing new. If you siguro alam naman yung lahat yung sungka, di ba?
Oh, okay.
Yung sungka
Yeah.
is pre-Hispanic, and that's proof that bago pa dumating dito yung mga Kastila, before there was Western influence, before they were even called board games, we were actually already playing board games in the Philippines. Pasok dyan yung sungka. And then even after, when the Western influence came in, and I guess yung mga then we learned yung checkers, chess. Hindi ko nga alam kung saan nanggaling yung Cara y Cruz eh. So a lot of these things that we, and I'm of course, I think, sino bang kaedad ko sa inyo?
Wala.
Mike.
Si Mike.
Wala.
Si Mike is 20 years older than you eh.
So even during that time, nung kabataan ko na hindi pa talaga, ayun nga, Monopoly, mga ganyan, di ba? Even yung mga, kita mo yung mga dama na nilalaro sa mga dama, di ba? Dama, yung mga card games like Pusoy, and yung nga, may mga saklaan, mga ganun. So, unfortunately, a lot of the gaming, yung idea ng Pinoy sa gaming, before all the board games, modern board games came out, had this connotation of gambling. Kasi nga, yung mga dama, maski yung, yung mga taong naglalaro ng dama or chess or pag minsan kadalasan may pustahan.
Yeah.
So yung concept ng Pinoy, umabot sa point na anything gaming was sugal. And that's something that we're trying to change with what we're trying to introduce. May isa nga akong storya eh. Pumunta ako sa dati nagra-run kami ng tournament sa Robinson's Galleria. I was leaving the tournament area and I boarded the elevator. And then dun sa elevator, may nakasabay ako isang lola. Tapos tingin siya sa labas. Grabe itong mga to. Nakita niya yung tournament namin. Ginawang sugalan yung mall. Siyempre ako, nandun ako sa elevator, tahimik lang ako. Tapos, right after that, nung bababa na siya, sabi niya dun sa elevator attendant, Iha, dito na ba yung bingguhan dito sa mall? Pigil. Magagalit ka sa amin dahil ginawa naming sugalan yung mall.
I'm surprised that you were able to hold your tongue.
Kasi generally, basta older than me, medyo mas may pero talagang pigil na pigil ako noon. Parang, talaga?
Nga, Kap, ayusin mo.
Pero,
Magulo.
so there really is that perception that gaming is gambling. In fact, yung early iterations ng pangalan ng companies namin before had the word games in it, and because this was before pa, and we had problems registering those names with games. Basta may word na game sa pangalan ng kumpanya, sabihin nila kailangan mo ng PAGCOR license.
Oh my God!
So, talagang,
We're doing
when we
entertainment here.
Yeah, when we started, gaming really had that connotation. So wala talaga silang concept na ang gaming pwedeng walang sugal.
Leisure lang.
Yeah. So that's part of the evolution ng gaming sa Pilipinas eh. Yung ganitong katulad ng ginagawa natin na yung board games, card games, miniature games. But I'm happy to say that perceptions are slowly changing. Of course, there's still that. Pero marami nang nakakaintindi na board games are, not gambling. The fact that a lot of the cafes allow people to game, that speaks a lot. Kasi before, pag naglabas pa lang kami ng baraha sa parang bawal husugal dito. Ganun agad eh. Tapos meron nag-explain pa kami dati sa Fridays kami, nag-order na kami. Sorry, alam ko naman yan, kaso baka hindi maintindihan ng mga ibang patrons namin baka akala talaga nila nagsusugal kayo. So bawal pa rin. So may ganun talaga. But recently, even sa mga establishments, makikita mo, naiintindihan na nila and they're open to this hobby.
Yeah.
Ako naniniwala ako dun eh. Naniniwala ako dun kasi nung high school nga ako. Wala namang gambling na nangyayari. Yung anuhan namin is, kung natalo ka, wala kang lunch. Sa amin yung lunch mo. Pero hindi na yung gambling yun. Diba? It's fun and games lang, mga kaibigan mo. Bigyan diet ka eh. Yung patalo ka sa Magic.
Kasama nagma-Magic siya, sa labas sa kalsada, nakataas pa nag-yosi.
may gin na hawak.
Pero kasi even yung mga bata, di ba? Pag nagkakara-cruise sila, may element of gambling din eh.
Yeah.
Text is
gambling.
Diba?
Text is gambling.
Text as a concept is gambling talaga, di ba?
Yes. Makukuha mo yung text ng kalaban mo eh.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the initial iteration of Magic the Gathering had the word ante in it.
I agree. Tama.
Which they took out because nga they didn't want to be associated with gambling. Pero yung first iteration ng Magic, there was the concept of ante, which is you flip the top card of your deck, and then if you lose, the winner, gets that card.
Jesus Christ, that was Arabian Nights before. that's so long ago.
Diba? May mga cards that affect the ante.
Yeah. I remember that.
Wait, when you say the other players get those cards, they can use it or they own it na?
They own it.
Jesus.
Yeah. Wow. I actually was able to play some ante games early on. So ako yung umayaw kasi yung time na yun,
I bought this.
He was a really bad player and he kept insisting that, but because I had nakita niya yung deck ko yung deck ko, ang gaganda ng cards ko yun sa akin. So gusto niya akong kalaban to win. Okay, tapos mamaya after mga 3 games, ako yung umayaw kasi lagi siyang talo. So ako
Nakaksawa na. Ako talaga, hindi talaga umabot dyan eh. Ang ginagawa ko talaga, ninanakaw ko na yung mga cards nila eh. Ante, wala tayong ante.
Kaya nababan yung
maglalaro. Pwede mo nakawin.
Binder yung nanakawi ko agad. Ay, wala na yung ante natin. Kaya pala siguro inuhuli ako. Hindi pala gambling. Very bad. Iba pala.
Larceny.
Ngayon umaamin na si Chino about another incriminating himself.
Sino yung mga schoolmate na nawala ng baraha dati? Alam niyo na.
Let us know. Also, to the people watching,
all fun and games lang.
So, we'd like to know what you guys are thinking about playing. So, if Captain Mike can put up a poll, we'd love to hear from you. Just let us know what tabletop games are you thinking of playing. And with that, with the tabletop in general,
I just wanna know. So there were some answers to that. I'm calling this attention kasi alam ko yung ang question kasi is what is your first tabletop game? So sabi nila they were like
arm wrestling daw. Hindi po kasama yung arm wrestling ha.
Sabi dito
tabletop siya eh.
But the thing is, I saw Game of the Generals. Yung isa,
Game of the Generals.
Game of the Generals, dude.
Sabi dito, Magic the Gathering. Tapos Tong Eats.
Tong Eats.
Tapos may sumagot dito ng 1313.
1330? Ano yun?
I don't, well, yeah, I'm supposed to ask you that. What is 1313?
Does anyone here know what 13?
It's not like, I think it's sugal na card game na naman yan. 13-13 because like 13 cards.
I don't know. I mean,
Well, sa culture namin, 13-13 is bad luck eh. So pag 13-13, very bad luck yun. So hindi ko nilalaro yun.
That sounds familiar. I think it is a certain card game.
Yun, baka siguro yung mga nilalaro sa burol, ganun. Baka yun yung mga ganun. Like,
Sino
yung
nagsabi
kasabayan niya yan, Tong Its, ano ba yun? Tong Its, Lucky
Pusoidos.
Line, Mahjong, Pusoidos, yung mga ganun.
Yeah.
Feeling ko kasabayan niya yan eh.
What does Mahjong have to be played at? Like I like the game. I like to play the game, but
I like how you say mahjong. Kasi ganun talaga.
Mahjong.
Mahjong talaga yun siya.
Mahjong.
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 Pero yun nga, to the person who commented 1313, let us know what it is.
It is, yeah.
Pag ginugal ko sa 1313, nakakatakot.
Ako rin. You know,
it does show me a different board game, but I'm pretty sure it's a
One-
card game.
Baka si Harem. Sa Harem.
Yeah.
Let us
Ano
know.
yan? Ano?
nasa ko 1313. Baka mamaya it's 1313.
Baka
diba?
13-13. Hindi
Oh,
alam.
teka, may nag-comment. 13-13
Lang yan,
daw
ah.
is good luck. Sabi, good luck daw. Kasi yung negative plus negative equals a positive. Galing!
Okay. Ayan, si Rap is actually a friend of mine na ilang buwan na akong tinutukso sa Crisis Protocol. Konti na lang talaga. Konti na lang. I'm on my way there.
So, hindi ka natutokso kay Sir Freddy every time na sinasabihan ka maglaro?
Natutukso ko every time na kinukwento niyo how he plays. Kasi Crisis Protocol is a minis game like you mentioned with superheroes that you paint. Sir Fred, you paint your own figures, right?
Yeah, the miniatures I play with are ako mismo yung nagpe-paint. So it's another hobby altogether. It's not gaming per se, but it adds another level to the hobby. So you paint it, relaxing. So it's the solo part of that game, I guess.
You gotta make it look good.
Yeah, ever since, I mean, I know you've dabbled in, or you play other minis, and most of them require painting. So is that where you started? Sa Warhammer?
Actually, the funny thing is, when we started carrying Warhammer, the first game I really wanted to play was Blood Bowl. Ito yung Blood Bowl is American football in a fantasy setting. And in fact, yung nasa painting table ko ngayon is a Blood Bowl team. So, I guess I'm going back to the original game, which I really wanted to play, was because I was really fascinated with American football as a sport, and then I was really into Dungeons and Dragons. So, pinagsama yun, parang wow, okay, sige, tara, laruin natin tong Blood Bowl.
Pero yun nga, parang that aspect of the game is really another community building thing, because sometimes I would walk through shops, I would see just tables of people na nagpipintura lang ng minis. And in fact, it's one of the big highlights of the upcoming Manila Game Fest.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, yung sa communities that are coming over for Manila Game Fest, first off, how excited are you for the event? What are you looking forward to for that weekend?
I guess for that weekend, I probably won't be doing much of playing. So most probably I'll be. Well, we have a guest, Daryl Chow. He's a internationally awarded game designer. So he's coming over for a talk, and he's going to discuss how to use culture, how to integrate culture, your local culture into the games you design. Tapos he's also going to look at the designs of Filipino designers. He's going to be open for doing that. So he's going to be here. So medyo, siyempre kailangan kong samahan. Also, siguro babantayan ko rin yung mga magpe-paint, and then we'll guide the newer painters. Tapos probably demo some games as well during the event. Pero
In short,
personally, tinanong
busy.
na ako, sasali daw ako sa tournament. Sabi ko, imposible akong sumali sa tournament. Daming nangyayari, sabay-sabay.
In short, busy siya ng araw na yan. Mga araw na yan.
Baka
Pero
daw kasi-
dadahanan mo naman kami sa booth, right?
Oh, syempre.
Oh,
syempre.
I hope nandun ka kasi Rene will be there to interview everyone. Hopefully si Sir Daryl Chow, we would also be able to interview
Yeah, of
him
course,
as
definitely.
well.
I'll bring Daryl over to the
Yahoo!
It's going to be the first time we'll be speaking with a PhD. Well, pero this, I'm sure this fills your heart with a level of joy, knowing that your community is now this big to the point that we can have these big events centered around the hobby lang.
Yeah, events like this are always exciting for me. Like paminsan sinasabihan nga ako na dapat I shouldn't be super always in the front lines, but hindi naman kasi when events like this happen, it doesn't feel like work for me. Kaya andun ako eh. That's why I'm there, right in the front lines, demoing games, and I enjoy doing that actually.
It's no, kasi a lot of people see you as that guy with the games, and I don't know if a lot of the people watching know this, but you also have a hand in the publication of new games. Kasi I feel it's a testament to the growth of the community. Now there's a lot of locally created or locally produced tabletop games, and you do play a part in that. So tell us about that. What is your role in those?
Yan. Since binulgar mo na rin naman yung edad ko halos. Yes, I've been in this industry for decades. And throughout that time, most of the time talaga ang ginagawa lang namin is to import and bring games to the Philippines. So nag-import kami, di ba? And I guess I'm at that stage na rin halos nung in my career na I want to give back a little bit. So this time, what I want to do is I want to bring Filipino games and nurture these designers, give them an opportunity to hone and refine their talents. So that's why we created the brand of Larong Atin. So para may avenue yung mga Filipino designers. And recently, ang ginagawa natin is we're trying to bring these games not only to the local market but also to the international scene. So far, we've had like that game, Folded Wishes, na publish siya sa States actually. And it's on its second reprint na. So na-sold out nila yung first release. They reprinted it. That's by Ron Villaver. So tapos, dinala rin namin yung mga local games natin dito sa Pilipinas, dinala namin sa Singapore, and it was also very well received. Particularly yung designs na Folded Wishes nga, again, and Rogues Dare. Of course, yung mga games namin na based on local intellectual property like Combatron, Lastic Mandarna, didn't translate too well sa international kasi hindi naman nila kilala itong mga to. Diba? So, I think those designs, for us to be able to sell it internationally, it might require us to reskin it a little bit. Kaya nga rin i-connect ko ulit dun sa topic ni Daryl for the upcoming Manila Game Fest. We want to now create games not just based on local IP. We want to create games that showcase Filipino culture in general. So you'll probably see us come up with games based on like Filipino festivals, Filipino customs. So yan yung magiging focus namin kasi nakita ko na yung mga games na nanggaling from within Asia are mostly culturally themed. Yung theme nila is based on their own cultures. So may Taiwan Night Market, may mga ganon. Si Zwain Games, I saw him on the the comments section. He's watching right now. His name's Adam Zwain. I think he lived in Taiwan for a while. He's not Taiwanese, but lived in Taiwan for a while, and he came up with this game called the Taiwan Night Market. So, medyo
Parang
magiging
narinig ko yun.
focus
Ay,
namin.
sorry.
Yeah. So, you'll see us come up with more games that are like that. Filipino themed siya, but not necessarily intellectual property related. Not necessarily parang Combatron, Plastic Man, Darna, or Bagani. So, medyo we want to showcase not just Filipino game design talent, but also our culture para ma-experience din nila indirectly. Para at least ma-curious sila, uy, ano tong festival sa Pilipinas? Sige, makadalaw nga sa Pilipinas. So, two birds with one stone. Gaming diplomacy and exporting our Filipino talent.
Is there anything upcoming we can talk about?
Under development ngayon, siguro yung title, yung Talangkaan.
Talangkaan. Parang iba yun
Parang
I think it's a game that fits the G3 guys.
Oy.
So, hilahan. Basically, hilahan yun. So, that's upcoming. Halos tapos na siya. Konti na lang yun. Under development din is a Fiesta-themed game. So, there's 2 Fiesta-themed games upcoming. And hopefully, matapos na yung 13. So, we still have an IP-based game. Hopefully, matapos na siya.
Oy, exciting!
Hindi ba yun yung sinasabi na 13-13? Baka 13-13.
Baka yun nga yun.
Maka-elite na siya. Pero yung susunod talaga na lalabas is going to be a Darna reissue. It's going to be a premium version of the current Darna game. So, mas magandang components. It's a little bit more complicated. And also, Hero City Kids. It's ang art na gagamitin sa kanya is chibi style art ng Darna, Captain Barbell, and Elastic Man. And
Nice.
So yun yung next na dalawang lalabas, and then yung mga ibang sinabi ko sa future pa.
Bakit kaya walang walang game na lumabas para sa Kabayo Kids? Sikat naman sila.
Parang tayo na lang yata kasi nakakilala sa Kabayo. Fighting factor.
Imagine mo the latest generation would ask that. Ano yung Kabayo Kids?
Pero nagulat ako na hindi pa lumalabas yung Talangkaan. Kasi di ba, Cap, sabi mo na may crabs ka?
Alam mo, bagay talaga sa'yo yung game na yun, bagay sa'yo. Bibili ako noon para sa'yo at lalaroin natin forever.
Hindi. Ako, naano ko sa Talangkaan. Imagine mo, all of us, I'm not sure how many players, Sir Freddy, yung Talangkaan. Pero imagine mo, if we're going to play that, sa iisang tapos tayo yung mag-i-introduce nun. I think that's going to be,
Parang that's a very smooth way of requesting. Baka
that's ganda ng pagpasok mo nun, yung bigay pugay mo kay Sir Freddy. Sir Freddy. Mas maganda siguro yung Talangkaan maibigay at mapapahibahagi. Sa G3.
For yan. Yung Talangkaan.
Guys, just to clear the air, hindi ako yun, Sabihin nyo, ako na naman yung buraot, hindi po ako. Si Mike po yun. Nakisabay lang ako. Thank you, Sir Freddy. Excited na kami sa Talangkaan. I'm sure magiging masaya yun.
Hindi ko kaya yung game, kasi I could never say anything negative about any of you. So.
Wow! Meron po ba tayong Pinocchiohan dyan? May Pinocchiohan ba dito tayo? May game bang lalabas Pinocchiohan? O kahoy-kahoy, ilong mo'y hahaba. Ganon.
Parang okay yun na okay na concept yun,
yung para social deduction game, di ba?
Ako sinong sinungaling dito.
Ang title nun, Smell the Bull.
Pero yan, now that you guys are in the mood for that sort of thing, obviously, Sir Freddy here knows what a good game is, what makes it work, what makes it pop. So, ito, Sir Fred, I know it's your night off, pero medyo pagtatrabahuin ka lang by hearing some of the pitches. Kasi we decided na each member of the G3 podcast tonight will pitch you a brand new original game. And you tell us kung okay siya, provide feedback o kung okay siya pero kailangan ng improvement. Kung wala talaga, bakit? It's fine. You can be as harsh as you want. Pero pag okay siya,
gusto mo, grabe, murahin mo na.
Gano'n. Simon Cowell makes for good TV. Sige.
Diba? Pero bago natin simulan yun, Rene, I just wanna say I'm very sorry. At ako yung invite kay Sir Freddy. I am very sorry, Sir Freddy. Pag-session mo na yung katangan namin lahat.
Ayun. Pero pagka okay yung pinitch, after the episode, we can talk about the intellectual property.
I agree.
But okay. So with that, ready na ba? G3 boys, are you guys ready with your original game-changing games?
Yeah, life-changing game.
Tingnan natin.
Sige, I would like to select, kasi kanina pa siya hindi nagsasalita, I would like to hear, I think pinag-iisipan niyo ito talaga, and this guy always gets the best ideas out.
Remember.
I'd like to hear from General Tuna first. Jack.
So first of all, I appreciate you telling me that I give the best ideas out there. Yeah.
Hindi ko
Thank you so much.
Sabi ng masama.
Tandaan mo yung game niya, Smell the Bull.
Smell the Bull. But this is like a basic concept of a game, right? This is like, I really love social deduction games. Like I really love like one of you is a traitor or something, or one of you is a group of traitors. So I want a game that's kind of like Resistance Avalon, and then like Secret Hitler, but on the Philippine setting. Like like very Filipino yung setting, or something like that. Diba? Like maybe for Secret Hitler, like secret ano bang medyo yung mga kalaban sa political, I don't know, I don't want to say anything, but something like secret
political
diba? Secret opposition, diba? Ganon, for example, like let's generalize it, what parang secret opposition or something like that. Or maybe another idea, a Town of Salem type of board game, pero like imbis na yung mga kalaban nyo doon, imbis na like a pyromaniac, a witch, yung mga kalaban nyo doon like yung mga engkanto, and then they have their own special abilities. Like let's say si Manananggal, kung may character doon na sa village na buntis, like she can actually insta-kill kung sino man yung pregnant doon, di ba? Or
parang ang ganda nung idea na yun, sa totoo lang.
Diba?
Parang wow.
Like Town of Salem, di ba? Tapos magkakasama yung mga mga engkanto, di ba? Kasi si Tikbalang, ganun, di ba? Na
I would play that simply because of the opportunity to kill pregnant people.
And guys, that is why this is the last episode of G3.
Those are my ideas, Resistance Avalon / Secret Hitler with a Philippine political setting, or
alam ko gusto mo doon.
Philippine setting ng Town of Salem.
Instead na political opposition, rebelde.
Pwede, di ba? The Resistance something, di ba? Yeah, something like that.
So,
okay.
Basahin natin ang body language si Sir Freddy.
I also love social deduction games. Unfortunately, social deduction games, as we've found out through our attempts at making one, is one of the most difficult designs to tackle. Kasi, mainly because social deduction games cannot be solved by math.
Yes.
Kasi a lot of the games na makikita nyo, maganda na mechanics, there's a lot of math involved. ang problema sa social deduction games, it's not mathable. And nung we tried to make it math, ang nangyari, hindi na sa social deduction, naging deduction game lang siya. So you don't have to read the other players. So that's one of the things we found out when we were So while your idea is good, sounds good, yung concept, medyo mahirap siya actually ilabas na hindi tayo gagawa ng isang game na nireskin lang natin. What do I mean? Na gagawin natin parang werewolf pero papalitan lang natin mga pangalan ng mga characters. In fact, actually, it's early on in the history of larong atin, in its short history, talagang assignment ko to sa mga designers na I want a social deduction game. I want there to be kasi may nakausap nga akong isang comic creator tapos nakausap ko na pumayag siya, we're gonna use his his intellectual property as the theme and setting. I don't know if you know Mervin Malonzo. So basically the setting is Spanish era. Tapos may aswang na nagtatago dun sa bayan. So it's perfect. The setting's perfect for a social deduction hidden roles game, di ba? Pero when we were making it, ang dami naming ginawang iteration, we just couldn't come up with something that felt original and something that would work. So if somebody presents to me yung theme, pasok na pasok, I love the theme and I love the concept, but if somebody can show me a game na hindi magmumukhang kinopya lang, and when we say kinopya lang is yung talagang eksakto yung game mechanics, pinalitan lang yung pangalan, pinalitan lang yung art. So it has to have something unique pa rin na will make it like an original game. So yun. So actually the idea, I love the idea and it's always there in the back burner namin. So if somebody shows me something like that na, teka, original to, may twist, I'm all for it. So maganda yung idea. Kailangan lang execution.
Very good, very good.
Okay. Hindi yan basta tatahimik na walang
So, okay. So, Jazz, nice work. Sinong sunod, Jazz? You pick the next one to pitch.
You know what? I'll pick one of also one of the people who gives out, one of the best ideas. Trickster.
Ang bait natin tonight. Ang bait natin. Ano nangyari?
Tapos yung
wala
bobo
si
yung
Palits.
Yung bobo yung
Wala si Palits, kaya mababait tayo.
Oo nga. Tricks.
Oh, me. Okay.
Ay, nako.
Mine would be very simple lang naman in terms of board game. I don't have much of a concept. I haven't even thought up of a name. So basically, it's going to be somewhat of a simple dice roll race board game. It's a dice roll race board game where the goal is get out with as much loot as you can as you venture forth into the board. There are multiple places of interest, and depending on on how much you roll, it can what you roll in on the space you land. You can either go for a good event or bad event. That you can, and it will be a bit like up to 4 players or more if you want, if you can handle the chaos that would ensure. So basically, it's more interactive. Like if you land on the same space as a player, you have the option to skip their turn or steal some of their gold, depending on the dice rolled in. Well, skip turn is just once, and that's not fair. Kapag if you roll a 6, you skip 6 times. So so basically, there will in each space there will be events where you draw from a card, and depending on how on the event, it will be either good or bad. You will either skip turns, lose turns, or switch places with a character, with another player. So yeah, it's basically a treasure hunt. Whoever gets the most loot at the end of the game wins. So it's not fully based on racing lang talaga. You have to gather as much as you can. There's also guaranteed bad spaces in shorter routes that at the end of the route will have a big ton of gold or loot at the end. So there is some risk then as well. It's a bit
How do
hard
you
to
how do you move through the dungeon? What determines the
dice
movement?
rolls. Dice rolls.
Okay. So, off the bat, hindi ko gusto.
Yeah.
Wait,
Of course.
I'm going to tell you why. Because roll and move as a mechanic right now is not a very favored mechanic. Kasi baga parang sobrang lumang style na siya. Ano siya eh, panahon siya ng Monopoly and
Yeah.
yung chance. Sorry.
Sleeping Ladders.
Yung sorry na game, 'di ba? You roll dice, you move. So anytime na may sinabi kang, "Oy, you roll dice and then you move," based on that, usually red flag na agad 'yun eh. So most of the time now, modern board games will not have those kinds of mechanics. Tapos, another mechanic that most modern games try to avoid is yung lose a turn. Lose a turn
Okay.
is fun for one guy and it's super unfun for the other guy. What you want in modern board games is wala siyang missed turns and all your turns meron kang feeling na meaningful yung ginagawa mo every turn. And lose a turn is really a these days it's considered a very bad mechanic because sobrang feel bad niya dun sa player na nakatanggap nun. I know it's funny to everybody else on the board, but the guy who gets it, it's such a feel bad mechanic na ina-avoid na siya ngayon. So yung mga specific things na yon would be red flags for me if somebody pitches something like that to me. Pero yung concept ng dungeon delving, that's still okay. If actually we published Rogues there recently, and it's kind of like that, going into dungeon, getting treasure. Kaso yung Rogues there, may element siya ng sugal. Hindi talaga sugal. You're betting on the guy being successful or not. So yun.
Okay.
So the concept and the theme is good, but some of the mechanics are problematic considering the trend ng modern board games. So yun.
Okay. So I'm more erratic. Okay.
Si Trix kasi
Mas
as
chaotic
a
and
gamer.
masyadong wild swinging yung mga mechanics na ganun eh.
Si Trix kasi as a gamer gusto niya yun, yung hindi nag-enjoy yung mga kalaro niya.
Oo.
Hindi naman.
As a masochist. Ganun.
Am I the next one? Okay. Okay, so my game is meron siyang basically it's a 12 turn game. So meron lang siyang timer yung where you mark kung pang ilang turn na. So it's a card game with tokens and basically it's a call center card game where the objective is umabot ka nung end ng 12th turn kasi doon mo makukuha yung 13th month pay mo. The objective though,
Also, it's a year thing. Okay.
yeah, it's the objective is to not get fired bago ka mag 13th month pay. So the cards you draw parang hand siya in your hand, there's always 5 cards na you can give to the other players. Magsuswitch kayo ng cards. So the cards would determine kung papasa ka ba sa stats, yung AHT mo, kung mahuhuli ka ba ng TL mo na naglalasing during your shift. So anything adds up na pag nakatatlong violation ka na sa HR,
Then,
you get fired, you're out of the So kung lahat kayo, I imagine this to be a standard call center team, so it can be up to 12 players. And if walang umabot sa 13th pay, no one wins. Kasi natanggal kayo lahat kasi wala kayong kwenta mga empleyado. So yun. So merong random chance na cards, you draw it, biglang okay, random drug test. Or or so things of that. I don't have the entire mechanics mapped out yet, pero that is the concept that I have in mind.
Theme-wise, this is exactly the kinds of games that I'm very interested in.
Okay ako sa 30%.
Games that are that reflect Filipino culture, and everybody knows ngayon talagang call center culture is actually talagang integral na siya sa Philippine culture ngayon eh. So when you say, oy, buhay call center, maski na hindi ka taga call center, parang may ibig sabihin na sa Pilipino. So these are exactly the kinds of things that we're looking for, na parang part of Filipino life na ma-gamify natin. So this is actually a very good idea as far as team is concerned. And maybe
Sir Freddy, pag-usapan natin mamaya after the show. G3 patented.
pero yun nga, kailangan yung execution na maganda.
Pag-iisipan namin later. Gagawa na kami.
Gagawa na kami ng storyboard, pati game flow.
So yun.
Sino
But
next?
Who's next?
Since sinabi na ni Chino na huli siya, sige, si Captain Mike muna.
Ano, wala ka sinabi, huli ako. Wala ka akong alam dyan eh.
Actually, maganda yung kay Chino kasi save the best for last si Chino. May panigurado, may...
Hindi ko nga alam kung ano sasabihin ko, wag ka nga.
Sa akin, it's gusto ko lang I'm thinking of a card game na parang focuses on tech. Parang it's a learning experience about technology. So I would call it a build a tech. So sa mechanics is like you get several players, you get a couple of players, build a tech.
Really ko build the deck.
Tapos ang gagawin is sa deck ng cards sa you have like components of electrical components. No? The goal is isa sa inyo kailangan makabuo nung specific tech, say like a cell phone or kung anything related, cell phone, computer, gano'n. Basta ang kailangan nila makabuo sila ng 5 cards
ng kompletong device.
Tapos ang iniisip ko is kung may isa kang card, papasa mo doon, magro-rotate yung 4. Tapos hanggang sa...
Hindi ako yun eh!
Pwede niya, hindi. Yun yung ano mo, diba? Pero at the same time, meron kasing deck doon sa gitna na pipili ka ng card na magbubuo doon. Until one of you was able to build a specific tech and then you win. Ganun lang naman sa akin.
So what you want is an arms race.
Well, if you put it that way,
It's not a scene, but it's a goddamn arms race.
No.
hey!
Ginagawa niya CDR King the game.
CDR King the game.
I think what you have isn't a full game yet. It's more of a mechanic that can be worked on. So may potential siya, pero I don't see it as a full game. So kulang siya.
Sa Xiaomi or sa Mi, punta ka doon.
Parang
may potential siya doon.
So hindi ko alam kung ang kulang sa kanya is yung specific team.
I think ang kulang sa kanya ay preparation.
China factory ng technology.
Meron ako doon.
Ay, parang ako ngayon. Ako na ba?
Yung sinisip ko eh. So parang siguro my idea is parang I want a card game na sana maging maging parang plataforma. It's a deck of cards pero ang daming variations na. Siguro you're right, Sir Freddy, no? May kulang talaga. And,
may nagawa na silang ganun, Cap, kasi. Ang pangalan nun, Lego. It's building blocks, not cards. Mas mahal siya. Kinakabahan kasi ako, wala akong prepared eh.
Well,
Kaya, meron akong dalawang ideas. Ako na ba? Ako na, no?
hindi prepared, dalawa yung idea.
Sabi ko sa'yo eh. Sabi ko sa'yo, di ba?
Spur up the
Sabi nga
moment.
ni Sir Freddy kanina, ang social deduction game, mahirap siyang gawin. Kasi hindi siya matable. At
So,
it's
yung
not an
social-
original idea eh. Pero gawin nating original. Imbis na, katulad nung kay Rene, ay kay Jazz, imbis na, di ba, puro halimaw dun sa Town of Salem. Ang gagawin nila, yung social deduction is, ikaw yung tao. Huhulaan mo kung sino yung tao. Kung mahulaan mo kung sino yung tao, ikaw yung panalo dun sa game. Na wala, as in literal, wala pa talaga ang mechanics and all. Ang naisip ko lang, it's really a card game. Tapos para siyang Among Us na dapat hindi mo sabihin na tao ka. Pipili, sa isang deck of cards, may pipili ka mga questions or situation, mga ganyan. And you try your best. Kunyari ako yung tao. I try my best to tell a story to the point na hindi nila malalaman na tao ako.
Oh, ang pangalan ng
So-
game ay Tao
So
Ba? To?
reverse werewolf. Okay.
Oo. So parang kunyari share your story of how you were able to eat 12 men in one sitting. Parang ganon. So gagawa ka ng story ng ganyan. So ngayon, ikaw lang naman nakakaalam na tao ka eh. Paano mo paparamdam sa kanila na tao ka, na werewolf ka? Baliktad.
So, may pagka-spyful siya na style.
Parang gano'n. Parang gano'n. At second, ganun ba? First muna, tapos feedback, or second, diretso ka sa second?
Diretso ka sa second si Justin.
Diretso mo na.
Diretso. Wala tuloy ako sa second. Yung second ko is, kasi sabi nga ni Sir Freddy, gusto niya yung mga very local flavor, di ba? Yung mga tropes na ganyan. So, may title na ako sa board game na to. Ang pangalan niya ay Family Reunion. Family Reunion. Yan. Dalawa yung deck of cards. Yung isa mas konti, yung isa mas marami. Yung konti, papamahagi yun sa players. Yung makikita mo sa cards na yun is yung personal traits mo as a person. Either may love life ka, single ka, may trabaho ka, wala, may business ka na failing, o may business ka na ganyan, o tiga call center ka, or nahuli ka sa drug test, mga ganyan. Tapos, ngayon, yung deck of cards na yun yung depiction ng mga titas of Manila. Again, wala pang mechanics to di ko pa sure. Pero kunyari round ko na, ako ay babaeng, wala pang asawa, pero dalawa na yung anak. May trabaho ako, pero ang trabaho ko ay let's say, masahista, kunyari. Pipili ako dun sa isang deck of cards.
Incidentally, may kilala akong ganyan.
May makikita sa deck of cards, makikita mo yung mga possible na sasabihin sa'yo ng tita mo pag family reunion. Question, kunyari, sana yung boyfriend mo? Sana yung mga ama ng anak mo? Ngayon,
Parang ang no.
So parang ganun, again, wala pa, hindi ko pa alam kung paano ko sasagutin yun, pero parang ganun yung magiging concept. Family reunion.
Emotional damage.
Yun ang title ng ko. Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
So,
Mamaya natin pag-usapan yung intellectual rights.
team-wise, the second team is I think much stronger.
Yun!
Kasi nga it's it reflects
Tatlo na tayo, guys.
what yung experience natin talaga eh. 'Di ba? So yun yung maganda. And I think yung game na yun will also resonate well within Asia. Kasi it's not distinctly Filipino eh. So I'm pretty sure
May chinelas na nakatago doon.
magre-resonate yung ganong klaseng game. Again, the issue is execution. There's
Yeah.
not much of a game mechanics pa na talagang
No background at all.
Oo eh. So yun yung mahirap na part doon. But I think that team would work if a game was made for that. Yung first idea, actually,
Yung tao ba to?
It sounds good on paper, but mechanically I cannot see it actually different from
Werewolf.
werewolf. Mechanically it's not going to be different, except that instead of pretending to be human, you're actually a human pretending to be a monster. So mechanically speaking, yung game na yon is exactly the same game as werewolf, except binaligtad mo lang. So thematically, there might be something there thematically, but I cannot imagine how it would be mechanically unique.
Ay, Sir Freddy, sorry to interrupt. May
Mhm.
nakalimutan akong isang mechanic dun sa game na yun eh.
Mhm.
Family reunion din yun. Tapos mga tita mo rin sila.
Ayun, buo na.
Ayan.
Buo
Pwede
na
yan,
agad,
yan.
di ba?
Buo na.
Pwede yung expansion. Para
Expansion!
yung family reunion, normal.
Hindi
Patch
pala,
Tapos
dapat
may
hindi ka
werewolf
mahuli na tao ka. Tapos dapat masagot mo yung mga tanong nila kung bakit wala ka pang asawa.
Yun talaga yun. Yun na. Yun na, best
Wala
seller
asawa.
na yan.
Werewolf kasi ako.
Sure ball na agad. Wala talaga
Teen Wolf, the game.
Partida.
Teen
wala
Wolf,
pang
the game.
tanda
Pinoy,
yan, ha?
Pinoy Wolf. Ay, nako. Ayun, nakatatlo tayo, guys. In fairness, ha? Kailangan
Yung
natin
sa'yo, may
buuin.
expansion pa.
Yung sa'yo, eh. Tapos, hindi lang yun,
Expansion
pwede
pack.
DLC yun. Iba-ibang
DLC.
monsters.
Oh,
pwede.
DLC.
Tikbalang, di ba? Antique. Antique, ba't antique?
Di ba langgam lang yun na malaki?
Tik-tik pala, tik-tik. Ay, naku. Pasensya na, Sir Freddy. Sinayang namin oras mo.
But yun, now that you've heard our ideas, we'd like to thank you, Sir Freddy. Those are amazing
Your
insights.
patience.
Kasi when we hear people like you giving insights on games, it gives us greater appreciation
Yeah.
on tabletop. So next time we play games, parang mas may idea na kami na parang, okay, this is why I enjoy this so much. Kasi ito siya, ganyan. And of course, we are looking forward to hanging out with you in 2 weeks for Manila
2
Game
weeks,
Fest.
next weekend na yun.
Anong date ba ngayon? Basta
May
soon.
20. Next weekend. It's
Next weekend. So Manila Game Fest, looking forward to that. Once again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for having us here. Let's talk about, once again, Chino, talk about the upcoming events before we go.
Ayan, guys, again, May 20 and 21, you actually have 3 events to go to. Lahat, nandiyan kami lahat. Nandiyan kami sa lahat ng 3 events na yan. Of course, we have FanFest. Siyempre, thank you very much, Razor Gold. Very glitchy ang camera ko, di ba? Thank you very much, Razor Gold and Exosia Project for organizing this FanFest Circuit 2023. Sobrang daming pwede mangyari. Nike Half Anniversary, Nike Made Cafe. Malamang si Jazz nandun lang. Oy, Jazz, magtrabaho ka, wag lang dun.
Huwag kang tambay lang doon.
Alam namin yung karakas mo.
Doon.
Huwag kang ano-ano dyan. And of course, moving over to Manila, punta tayo sa SMX. Because, of course, we have UnboxCon 2023. Katulad sinabi ko, it's one of the biggest collectible expo. So, sobrang daming makikilala doon with, of course, Carlo Ople, DJ Big Boy Cheng, Wetworks, Harem, X-Customs, nandiyan din po mga kaibigan. Plenty of exclusives, plenty of apparels, and, this could be you, sabi nga nila. Diba? So, sobrang ganda pumunta dyan, guys. Punta na kayo and, bring money. Yun ang masasabi ko. And, syempre, pagpasensya na yung camera ko kasi mukhang minumulto yung camera ko. Pero, syempre, sa kabilang side lang, nandun tayo sa Manila. Oy, si Carla, nandun tayo sa Manila Game Fest, mga kaibigan. It's one of the biggest tabletop gaming expos, of course, in the Philippines. No? And, syempre, sobrang daming pwedeng mapanalunan dyan. 100K from the Magic the Gathering Tournament. And of course, 30,000 pesos from the Flesh and Blood Tournament. Parehong 1,200 again. 1,200. And of course, you can spend your 1 hour playing Catan, building a road, or a field. Isang oras lang yung maaabot nyo. And
Or
syempre,
playing with
you're trying to be your creative self. go to the miniature painting contest. Of course, Dungeons and Dragons, Warhammer 40,000, and Marvel Crisis Protocol minis can be bought there and will be painted on site as well. Lahat ng kailangan nyo, ibibigay na nila sa inyo. Like yung paint brushes, yung paints that you'll use. On site, ang painting din yan. Day 1 and day 2 yan, mga kaibigan. So punta na kayo dyan, register. And like I said, kung hindi pa kayo masyadong familiar with all the games, specifically Magic the Gathering and Flesh and Blood, there's actually a demo area where you can learn how to play the game. And lastly, mga kaibigan, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, we are announcing our giveaway for UnboxCon and Manila Game Fest. You can, tinago ko na sa plastic ko. Tingnan yung plastic ko.
Off camera mo.
Off camera.
Oo nga pala. At ayaw niya na mag-on. Yun. Ito yung plastic ko. Yun. So, we have a lot of passes, guys. We have a lot of passes. And you can actually win 1, 2, 3 passes for Manila Game Fest and UnboxCon. Babanggitin po namin ang mechanics kung paano sumali later this weekend. Maybe Monday. Tignan natin. Hindi natin sure. Pero we will be giving you mechanics as soon as magawa namin lahat ng kailangan namin gawin para dun sa mechanics na yun. Yeah. You can win free passes for both events. Actually, kung nanalo kayo sa UnboxCon Gold Pass, you can actually go to UnboxCon and Manila Game Fest.
Yo!
Pwede nyo sila yun.
Wow!
So, let's say, for example, hindi ka nag-iswelta sa Manila Game Fest. Sad life. Nanalo ka naman sa UnboxCon Gold Pass. Pwede ka na pumasok sa Manila Game Fest. Pasok yan. So, guys, again, abangan nyo yung mechanics. Papakita namin sa iyo yan. Sobrang daming giveaways ni G3 talaga.
Of course. Wow. And talking about this weekend, tomorrow night, Saturday, I will be hosting Justin Pinion in Desire. It is a live show. Ayun pala, meron poster. It's going to happen in Coffeecina Cafe and Co-work. This is in Marikina. The show starts at 8 p.m. The tickets are at 400 pesos. Justin Pinion is one of the most premier mentalists in the country. He's known as the mental assassin. Chino has had his mind read by this guy.
Grabe talaga yan. Ang wild. Solid talaga yan.
So if you guys are in the area and you don't have plans yet for Saturday night, check us out. I'm hosting the event. We also have a guest performance from one of the monologue artists from Ampalaya Monologues, Blair John. It's going to be a great night. Punta kayo, enjoy the show, inom tayo ng konti, and yes, that is it for me. Any closing statements for everyone, particularly you, Sir Freddy?
Before we end though, I'd like to ask Sir Freddy, maybe he'd like to share some info on future events aside from MGF, of course. I know you're busy with Manila Game Fest, pero you might have something up your sleeve there na baka may promotions kayo or sa mga stores, sa Neutral Grounds, or any other events for Ludus maybe.
Hindi, Game Fest muna tayo. Focus.
Focus tayo sa Game Fest. Focus tayo sa game. Focus. Of course, tandaan nyo may 3 kaming game na ipipitch. Baka sa Game Fest na namin banggitin yung mga yun. Hindi natin masama.
Yan. Pag magawa nyo, pakita nyo na kay Daryl.
Let's go!
Nakakaramdam na ako talaga. Parang feeling ko something's good gonna happen.
Nakakaramdam na ako na mamumura tayo. Pero ito yun.
Shit.
Pagka hindi tayo live, iba yung maririnig nyo.
Mabait lang si Freddy kasi may audience.
Mamaya, maraming salamat Sir Freddy. Hindi mo sinaktan ng Felix talaga namin.
Hindi mo kami pinahiya.
Hindi mo pinahiya.
I believe that is it for tonight's episode. Thank you all for watching. Once again, thank you, Sir Freddy, for joining us. On behalf of Captain Mike, Notch, Chicks, Jazz, and myself, Rene Cruz Jr., thank you for another memorable episode of G3.
Yes.
And we hope to see you guys next week. So, tandaan nyo, as a parting word, basta game load, Razor Gold.
Razor Gold.
Walang context, but hey!
I
It's
thought
Razor Gold. We love you, Razor Gold. Let's go.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. Good night.
May 20, Manila Game Fest and Unbox Con. Let's go. Let's see you there. And Fan Fest, of course. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Hell, you couldn't watch too. Drink awesome.
ASMR.
Pang ba? Bagong labas sa box.
Kaya na mo, Notch.
Baka manalo kayo. Di natin masabi yan. Let's go.